What's up, guys? Thanks for joining me here on Feature Junkie. My name's Ed, and today we're going to be talking about the new movie, Sisu. Directed by Jamari Helander, starring Jorma Tamila, Axel Henny, Mimosa Willamo, and Jack Doolan. So I had a chance to check out this film a little bit early with one of those Regal Mystery Movie Night things, and I have a lot to say about this film, but before I do, if you could leave a like down below, I'd greatly appreciate that. Now let's get into the plot courtesy of IMDb. Sisu is the story of when an ex-soldier who discovers gold in a Lapland wilderness tries to take the loot into the city when Nazi soldiers led by a brutal SS officer decides to battle him. Okay, so every once in a while there's a movie where it's not wildly popular or advertised, but it has the chance to steal the show from the other movies that it comes out with, and this is that movie. The best way I can describe Sisu is basically like a Western John Wick. In John Wick, they kill his dog and unleashes Baba Yaga, the most feared assassin in the world. In Sisu, the Nazis try to take his gold, which unleashes a rugged, cold-blooded Wolverine, which is the most feared ex-commando at that time. And I guess after that, the parallels kind of stop right there just because they're so different in storyline wise, but you get the sense that even though Sisu is old, he is not someone you want to mess with. And that's for the storyline. It's pretty linear. It's basically Sisu is on a mission to get his gold to the bank, and nobody's gonna stop him in his way. The film doesn't have much dialogue at all. I believe Sisu maybe has 3 lines in the entire movie, but you get what's going on through the circumstances and the stakes he has to go through, so it really just is kind of self-explanatory of what's going on, and it just allows you to just enjoy the fight scenes with him killing a bunch of Nazis. And dude, if you see this movie, this guy is literally like a one-man death squad because he is absolutely insane. If you're gonna see this film, I don't want to spoil too much, but there's a scene where he's trying to go over a river and avoid the Nazis, but he does a few things where it's just like, god dang, this guy is super scary. And I love this one line that's spoken in the film where the Nazi is speaking to this prisoner, and the Nazi is saying like, do you believe this guy's immortal? And she says, no, I just think he refuses to die. And I was like, oh my gosh, like that's so, the way they phrase that is just so insane, and I almost fell out my seat with just that line alone. Now towards the end I was like, okay, these things are getting a little bit too extra when it came to the fight scenes, but just like John Wick, there are elements where you just have to suspend your disbelief for a second and just enjoy the film. Because I enjoyed this film, and I'm gonna give this one a solid recommend. It has everything that you would want to see in this type of film. It's a Western of like a Clint Eastwood type of feel with the John Wick. It has that bloody, gory violence, and I just think it's a really good movie. The character Sisu is a badass, and I think you guys are gonna agree with me, but I want to hear what you guys have to say. If you like this film, if you don't, whatever your thoughts are, leave them in the comments down below. And if you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe, hit that notification icon down below so you know I'm going live or dropping new content. And I want to thank you guys so much for joining me here today on Feature Junkie.